Have you ever felt like something was different in the way she greets you? Maybe it's a slight change in her tone, the way she looks at you, or how she positions herself. But you just can't figure out what it means. Is she just being friendly, or is there something more? Most people overlook these small but important signals, letting opportunities slip away without even realizing it. See what others don't that ends today. Once you understand how a woman greets you when she's truly interested, you'll never have to guess again. This isn't about making wild assumptions. It's about recognizing real psychological patterns and natural instincts. If you're ready to start seeing these moments clearly, type in the comments. I see the signs. Her actions reveal the truth. Words can be misleading, but a woman's body language, tone of voice, and subtle behaviors always tell the real story. Society often teaches people to ignore or doubt these signals, making them second-guess their instincts. But attraction isn't random. It always leaves clues. Once you learn to recognize them, you'll never be confused again. Why most people miss their chance? Many people hesitate when they notice something different, convincing themselves it's just their imagination. But that small moment of doubt is all it takes for an opportunity to disappear. After watching this video, that won't be you anymore. You'll understand the key signs that separate casual politeness from genuine attraction. In this video, you'll learn 7 clear ways a woman greets you when she really likes you. These aren't random observations, they are deep, instinctual reactions that she doesn't even realize she's doing. And once you spot them, you'll have an understanding of attraction that most people never develop. Knowledge that changes everything. If you prefer to live in uncertainty, this isn't for you. But if you want clarity, confidence, and a better understanding of human attraction, this will change your perspective forever. Pay close attention, because once you see the truth, you'll never look at interactions the same way again. 1. The power of touch in attraction. Actions speak louder than words, especially when it comes to attraction. A woman's touch is never random. She does not make physical contact with someone she has no interest in. It's not just a preference, it's part of how she naturally selects who she allows into her space. Her instincts guide her to test, filter, and separate strong men from those who don't make an impact. When she's not interested, you'll know. If there's no attraction, she will keep her distance. There won't be casual brushes of her hand, playful nudges, or lingering contact. She will instinctively avoid unnecessary touch. But when she is drawn to you, she will find subtle ways to close the gap, often without even realizing she's doing it. This is where many men miss their chance. They fail to see what physical contact truly means. They assume it's just friendliness and dismiss it. Or worse, they respond in a way that kills the attraction instantly. Recognizing and reacting to touch the right way is key. It's not something to ignore, nor is it something to overreact to. How to respond the right way. When she touches you, whether it's a soft push, during laughter, a hand on your arm, or a quick brush of her fingers, your response matters. Don't rush. Don't react with nervous excitement. Instead, hold your presence. Let the moment settle. Let her feel the energy between you. Then, when the time is right, reciprocate with purpose. A controlled, intentional touch, one that is calm, confident, and assured, will send a clear message. You're not desperate. You're not fumbling. You understand the unspoken language of attraction. The critical mistakes to avoid. If you ignore her touch, she will assume you are either oblivious, insecure, or inexperienced. If you react too eagerly, she will assume you're desperate or easy to manipulate. But when you respond with awareness, patience, and confidence, she will not only notice, it will make her want more. The test you must pass. Physical touch is not just an expression, it's a test. She is looking to see if you can lead, if you can stay composed, and if you understand the dynamic at play. If you respond well, you earn her respect. If you hesitate or handle it the wrong way, she will lose interest just as quickly. From this moment on, you will no longer be passive in your interactions. You will no longer second-guess yourself. When she gives you that signal, you will recognize it, embrace it, and respond with certainty, because confidence is what separates men who stand out from men who are forgotten. 2. The smile that means everything. Women are experts in unspoken communication. Without a single word, they can send signals that most men completely miss. A smile, one of the most deceptively powerful cues, is both a sign of genuine attraction and, at times, a subtle test. The problem? Most men don't know the difference. They second-guess themselves, misread the moment, and let opportunities slip right through their fingers. The illusion of politeness. You've been told a woman's smile is just friendliness, that it doesn't mean anything. That's not always true. While some smiles are nothing more than social niceties, the quick, polite curve of her lips she gives to everyone, others carry a completely different energy. A genuine smile, the kind that truly matters, is rare. Most men never recognize it when it's directed at them. How to recognize the real one? A real smile isn't just about her mouth, it's about her entire face. When a woman is genuinely excited to see you, everything about her expression shifts. Her eyes soften, her pupils expand, and there's a noticeable glow in her presence. It's an invitation, a clear indication that you've sparked something inside her. The problem? Most men hesitate, second-guess, or fail to act at all. What happens when you miss the moment? Women are highly aware of whether a man picks up on their signals or remains oblivious. The man who doesn't see it, the one who looks away too quickly, shrinks in the moment, or assumes it's meaningless, will lose her interest in an instant. Attraction is emotional, spontaneous, and constantly shifting. She won't wait for you to figure it out. And if you don't react with confidence, another man who understands the moment will take the chance you ignored. Owning the interaction. So what should you do when you see that real, unmistakable smile? You don't overthink. You don't break eye contact. You hold your ground with quiet confidence. Instead of reacting with nervous excitement, you return her energy in a way that shows presence, not desperation. A slow, controlled smile in response tells her everything she needs to know. It signals that you're aware, that you understand the moment, and most importantly, that you're not seeking her approval. Understanding what sets you apart. The way you respond in these moments determines how she sees you. If she senses you're just another man eager for her attention, she'll lose interest just as quickly as she gained it. But if she realizes you're different, calm, confident, and in control, you instantly become more intriguing. Women are drawn to those who don't seek approval, but instead carry themselves with certainty. Every interaction is a chance to stand out. The men who recognize subtle signs and respond with intention are the ones who never go unnoticed. So the next time a woman gives you that unmistakable look, don't doubt it. Trust yourself, embrace the moment, and let your presence do the talking. 3. She reflects your movements without thinking. Attraction isn't loud, obvious, or straightforward. Society has conditioned men to expect clear signals, assuming that if a woman is interested, she will say so directly. That's not how it works. Women communicate interest in subtle, almost imperceptible ways, through gestures, body language, and unspoken cues. One of the strongest yet most overlooked signals? Mirroring, the psychology behind. Mirroring is deeply rooted in human nature. People unconsciously mimic those they respect, admire, and feel connected to. It's a reflection of influence and attraction. A woman won't mirror someone she sees as weak or unworthy of her attention, but if she begins to unconsciously copy your movements, it's a sign that she's drawn to you. If you lean in, she leans in. If you adjust your posture, she subtly shifts as well. These micro behaviors reveal more than words ever could. Why most men miss this signal? The majority of men walk through life oblivious to these cues. They wait for grand gestures or verbal confirmations that will never come, ignoring the quiet yet powerful signs happening right in front of them. Attraction isn't about waiting, it's about recognizing. Mirroring is undeniable proof that she's engaged, paying attention, and subconsciously following your lead. Taking control of the interaction. Once you notice mirroring, you gain an advantage. You are now in control of the dynamic. Subtly shift closer. Does she follow? Adjust your posture. Does she reflect it? When she mirrors you, she is signaling trust, interest, and a willingness to follow your lead. This is where attraction deepens. What separates confident men from the rest? Some believe attraction is about clever lines, tricks, or rehearsed strategies. It's not. It's about presence, energy, and control. A woman mirrors a man who carries himself with confidence, someone whose presence naturally influences her. The moment you catch her mirroring you, don't hesitate. Hold your ground, maintain eye contact, and let the tension build. This is your opportunity to guide the interaction, to create an unspoken connection that draws her in further. Make every signal count. If you fail to recognize these moments, she'll assume you're unaware, hesitant, or inexperienced. But if you understand the significance of mirroring and respond with certainty, you instantly set yourself apart. Attraction isn't something you force, it's something you cultivate through awareness and action. The men who master this skill don't chase, they attract. 4. The silent language of eye contact. Attraction isn't always spoken, it's felt. Before a woman says a single word, before she even realizes it herself, her eyes reveal everything. While she might carefully choose her words or control her actions, her gaze gives her away every time. Most men don't pay attention to this. They get caught up in conversation, focused on what she's saying, but miss the real message hidden in how she looks at them. A woman's eyes don't lie, and if you know what to look for, you'll never second-guess her interest again, the unspoken test. Most men fail. When a woman is truly interested, she won't just glance at you, she'll hold eye contact. But here's where most men go wrong. They get nervous. They look away first. In that single moment, they unknowingly reveal their insecurity, their uncertainty. And that's all she needs to know. Attraction isn't just about how you look or what you say. It's about presence. A man who can't even hold eye contact communicates weakness. And once she senses that, her interest fades fast. What her gaze really means. Lingering eye contact isn't random. It's a signal, a challenge, a question. Do you see me? Can you handle this moment? Are you in control, or will you fold under pressure? The men who hesitate, who break eye contact too soon, who fidget and overthink, they fail this test before they even realize they're taking it. But the men who hold steady, who embrace the tension instead of running from it, who let the energy build without flinching, those are the ones who make an impact. The secret power of eye contact. Most people think attraction is built through words, but that's only part of the story. Real attraction, the kind that lingers in someone's mind long after you're gone, is created in the silent moments. A woman may not consciously understand why she feels drawn to a man who can hold her gaze, but she feels it. And in attraction, feelings always win over logic. How to make eye contact work for you. The next time a woman locks eyes with you, don't break it, don't fidget, don't shift uncomfortably. and don't overthink. Just hold the moment, stay relaxed, keep your expression calm, and let her feel the weight of your presence. If she's interested, she'll be the one to look away first. And when she does, you'll know you've created a moment that stands out, one that separates you from every other man who failed to recognize the power of silence. The unspoken shift in space attraction isn't always verbal. It's often revealed in the way a woman positions herself around you. Without even realizing it, she moves closer, drawn in by something deeper than words. Most men assume it's coincidence, failing to recognize that distance, or the lack of it, is one of the strongest subconscious signals of interest. If you don't understand what it means when she lingers near you, you risk missing a moment that could change everything. Her body reveals the truth. A woman who isn't interested will keep her distance. She'll angle her body away, create space between you, or subtly shift out of reach. This isn't rudeness, it's instinct. She is protecting her space, signaling that she doesn't feel the pull toward you. But when attraction takes over, those invisible walls start to disappear. She leans in when she speaks, stands just a little too close, and finds ways to be near you without even thinking about it. She may brush past you, linger when there's no real reason to stay, or unconsciously mirror your movements. This isn't random. It's her body reacting before her mind fully understands why most men miss this sign. Many men don't realize what's happening. They assume she's just being polite or that she happens to be standing nearby. Worse, some even step back, unknowingly creating distance at the exact moment she's trying to close it. When that happens, her subconscious registers hesitation as uncertainty, and attraction starts to fade. Women are drawn to confidence, to presence, to a man who understands these unspoken signals and knows exactly how to respond. How to handle the moment. If she moves closer, don't overthink it. Own the space. Stay relaxed. Keep your energy steady, and acknowledge what's happening without reacting like it's a big deal. If you hold your ground, if you let the moment build naturally, she will feel it. Attraction isn't about forcing anything. It's about allowing what's already there to grow. The way you handle proximity determines whether she stays intrigued or loses interest. If you recognize the shift, if you embrace the tension instead of retreating from it, she won't just stay close, she'll want to get even closer. 6. The secret hidden in her voice. Attraction isn't always revealed through words. It's in the way she speaks, the rhythm of her tone, and the energy behind her voice. Most men overlook this entirely, focusing only on what a woman says rather than how she says it. But a man who truly understands female attraction knows that her voice is one of the clearest indicators of interest. When a woman is drawn to you, her tone, pace, and inflection will shift without her even realizing it. If you pay close attention, you'll hear the difference, and once you do, you'll never misread an interaction again. The subtle changes most men overlook. A woman who sees you as just another person will talk to you in the same tone she uses with everyone else, neutral, polite, and emotionless. There's no spark, no excitement, just conversation for the sake of conversation. But when she's genuinely interested, her voice betrays her emotions. It might become softer, slightly higher, or more playful. She might slow down her words, stretching them out as if savoring the moment. When she laughs, it lingers just a little longer. If she's teasing, her voice takes on a flirtatious, challenging edge, daring you to match her energy. These aren't random habits, they're instinctive reactions to attraction. Why awareness separates you from the rest? Most men are oblivious to these signals. They focus on finding the right thing to say instead of listening to the unspoken language happening right in front of them. A man who doesn't recognize these subtle vocal shifts appears disconnected, unaware, and ultimately forgettable. But a man who listens beyond words, who picks up on the warmth in her tone, the playfulness in her teasing, or the excitement in her laugh is the kind of man who stands out. Women notice when a man is truly present, and the ones who can read between the lines hold an advantage. Turning awareness into connection. The key isn't just noticing these changes, it's knowing how to respond. When her voice softens, match her energy with calm confidence. If she teases, don't shrink back, lean into it, and engage in the dance of playful banter. If she slows down her words, take your time responding, letting the moment build naturally. The way you handle these subtle shifts determines whether the attraction grows stronger or fades away, mastering the unspoken language of attraction. Attraction isn't about chasing, it's about recognizing when she's already coming to you and responding with certainty. When you develop the ability to hear the difference in her voice, you gain an incredible advantage. You'll no longer waste time second-guessing her interest because her tone will tell you everything you need to know. And when you master this awareness, you'll carry a presence that draws women in effortlessly because you'll be one of the rare men who truly understands them. 7. The effort that speaks volumes. A woman's true feelings aren't revealed through words alone. They're shown in the effort she makes when she knows she'll be around you. Every detail, from the way she presents herself to the small things she remembers, is a signal most men fail to recognize. They assume she dresses a certain way, wears perfume, or recalls a minor detail from a past conversation, just by chance. But nothing about a woman's behavior around a man she truly likes is accidental. The silent ways. She invests in you. When a woman is drawn to you, she doesn't just show up, she prepares. She chooses an outfit she hopes will catch your eye, styles her hair with intention, and subtly enhances her appearance in a way that sets her apart from the crowd. But it's not just about looks. Her attention to detail extends beyond the surface. She remembers things you've said, picks up on your preferences, and finds ways to connect with you on a deeper level. These are all signs of investment, and they separate you from every other man in her life. Why your response determines everything. A woman who puts in extra effort isn't just doing it for herself, she's doing it to be noticed by you. If you overlook these signs, if you fail to acknowledge the energy she's directing toward you, she will feel unseen. And the moment a woman feels invisible to a man she admires, her attraction begins to fade. Women don't chase men who ignore their efforts. They are drawn to men who recognize them without overindulging them. A simple glance of appreciation, a subtle comment that lets her know you see the effort. These small gestures create the kind of dynamic that fuels attraction. Turning awareness into influence. Attraction is not about mindless praise or instant approval. It's about setting a standard, a quiet understanding that she is stepping into a space where her effort is both noticed and respected. The men who fail at attraction either give validation too easily, making their attention seem worthless, or they remain clueless, never realizing the moment was theirs to control. The men who win, however, strike the perfect balance. They subtly acknowledge her investment, hold their ground, and let the chase continue naturally. The difference between forgettable and unforgettable. Every day, women are signaling, testing, and searching for men who can see what others don't. Most men walk past these opportunities blind to the signs right in front of them. But the rare men who recognize the effort, who know how to read between the lines and who respond with quiet confidence, those are the men women remember. From now on, you will never overlook the extra effort. You will pay attention to the details, recognize the investment, and understand that attraction is not just about what she feels for you, it's about what she feels in your presence. And when you master that, you will no longer chase, she will. If this changed the way you see attraction, don't just keep this to yourself. hit that like button, subscribe for more game-changing insights, and drop a comment below. I see the signs. Let's make sure more men wake up to what's really happening around them. See you in the next one.